Hey YouTube, it's Cherise here, and I am officially a college graduate. Yes, I graduated yesterday, so today is December 18th, 2016, and this is my day 2 braid out for those that watched my how to styling natural hair for graduation video that I just uploaded today. It is currently noon on Sunday. I have been busy packing, as you can see, because this is going to be my official life update. Let me bring y'all up to speed in this video, and I can upload this video today. And then when I upload all of my previously recorded videos from weeks and months and days ago, y'all have already watched this, and when you watch those, everything will make sense. So I'm going to tell you about my life for the past 3 months, since that's basically the last video I made was 3 months ago, until now. So let's backtrack it. And I'm not going to tell you what products I'm using. I may show them to you. I'm not really going to talk about the products I'm using. So let's backtrack to the start of this academic school year. So in August, you guys know I was taking the praxis, and I was really anxious to get my scores back, and I got them back just in time to start my full student teaching, which at Winthrop University they call it your internship 2. Sorry, I thought somebody was knocking on my door, but I think they're knocking on my neighbor's door. Moving on. So, yes, started my internship 2, which was at South Middle School in Lancaster, South Carolina. I'm actually wearing one of the shirts they gave me. Our mascot is the Mustangs, Mustang Pride. That was fabulous. I was in middle school, so 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. That's who I was working with. And I'm trying to figure out what foundation I'm going to wear. I was working with 6th, 7th, and 8th grade band. You guys know I got my degree in music education. And it was just great. Like, it was fabulous. And I love the kids. It was a great experience. I love my mentor. I really did learn a lot, and I did grow as a teacher, and all of that was awesome. And that's pretty much all I have to say is I had a great experience. There at South Middle School. Of the principal, the vice principal, people in the media center. Like, everyone was just so helpful and encouraging and uplifting at that school when it came to me and my internship, and anything that I needed, I had the support from the other teachers in the hallway, and like I said, the administration there. It's just a great school, and we met some goals. Like, as a school, we got schools to watch. We're a national schools to watch, and just like, it was just a positive experience, and I have nothing bad to say about that school or the students there or just my experience there as a student teacher. So during that time, of course, I know I'm graduating, so what happens after graduation? You got to do something, right? If you're not going to go to school, to get your master's or whatever, you got to work. So during my internship, I actually had three potential job offers. So let's talk about the first potential job offer. I get an email from the director of bands at Winthrop saying that there's an opening at the school that her sons went to middle school at. And I was like, oh my goodness, the school's in Rock Hill. I won't have to move. This is perfect. This is great. This is wonderful. This is marvelous. So, of course, I inquire about the position. I go in and I interview, and I had an amazing interview. The interview went great. I love the principal of that school. Shout out to Dr. Williams. It was just such an enjoyable interview experience, and things were looking like they were going to be on track for me to work there, but then someone more qualified applied, and they ended up offering the position to that person who I actually love and respect, and he has actually helped me out because he was actually one of my professors. So that job went out the window and went to someone else who's way more qualified than I am, because I would have been teaching orchestra, middle school orchestra. And you guys know that I'm a saxophonist, but with my degree, I'm qualified to teach any instrumental music. And string instruments are instruments. So anyways, so that job went out the window. So then a couple weeks later, I go to Winthrop for a Bible class, right? I'm there for Bible class, but I don't have GroupMe on my phone, so they canceled Bible class today. So I was like, well, I'm already at the school. Let me go visit the music building. You know, I haven't been there in forever. Just wanted to see who was in there, you know, just walk around, do something while I was there at the school. So I go to the music building, and I end up seeing that my professor's door was open. So I was like, well, let me go say hey to him, you know. I'm already here. Might as well say hey to somebody that taught me and is, you know, helped me on my road to getting my degree. So I go in there and I talk to my professor, Dr. Presley. And we're just like chit-chatting about life, and we were talking about Thanksgiving. This is before Thanksgiving break, and he was like, oh, what are your Thanksgiving plans? And I was like, oh, I'm just going to be working, you know, I can't go home. And he's like, oh, you can come over, blah, 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 blah. So we're just talking about break, and he's just like, you need to go somewhere for Thanksgiving. And he was like, you need to have a Thanksgiving meal and blah, 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 this and that. And then he asked me about my job search, and then I told him about, you know, the job at this middle school and how that didn't go through. And of course he knew about it because, like I said, the person is professor at Winthrop University that is taking the job. And he gets on his computer dings, he gets this email, and it was an email for somebody looking for December music education graduates because there was another job opening teaching a high school band over in the Greenwood area. So I was like, oh, well, send them my name. And he's like, is it okay if I send your name? I said, yes, absolutely. Send them my name, send them my contact information. Let's set this up. So then a week later, I get an email from the principal, you know, asking me when can I come in for an interview and all that. And I respond that day or the next day. So pretty quickly, within 48 hours, I responded. And then he emails me back saying, oh, we've decided to temporarily fill the position. So that's job number 2 that went kind of by to someone else. So I was like, okay, well, back on the job search. So at my internship school, South Middle School, it's a Title I school, and the surrounding area is kind of like low income, kind of poverty-ish area. And they had started this program in the child development centers for kids to have like, to kids 0 through 3 to have like this all-inclusive educational program to kind of see if it would make a difference in their future. So they're getting art, music, you know, they're doing math and science and reading, all this stuff there, like from the start, like fresh out. Here goes music, here goes art, here goes all of these wonderful things that usually kids don't start until they're, you know, in pre-K or kindergarten. So they just want to start them extra early. It's like this whole program. So of course there's a teacher that kind of works with the child development centers and educational programs in the area that worked at the middle school, and she was like, are you interested in this job? And I said yes, and then my name. So my name gets sent in for that job as well. And I go through the phone interview, and then they're like, okay, well, so-and-so will call you. Now that you've passed this step, you know, we've got your information, this and that, we think that you're a good fit, but next we need you to interview with such and such a person. That such and such a person never called me, and every time I called and left her a voicemail, like, she never called me back. So at that point I was like, well, you know, I was just kind of waiting. So right now I'm like, if I were interested in that position, I'd still be in this like waiting phase. Are they gonna hire me? Are they not? Did they find somebody else? I don't know, because I haven't heard anything. I'm trying to look for something to put on my lap so I don't get makeup on my lap. Here we go. We'll use some tissue paper. So that job, you know, kind of, I don't know what's going on with it, so I'm going to say that it's gone to somebody else. One of the other people who was interested in the position or that they were going to interview is actually one of my friends. And if he takes it, I'm so happy for him because he's an amazing musician and a great personality, and he's a black man. And I think that'd be great for young little babies to like have their first music experience with, you know, a black man. That's kind of cool for your first music teacher to be a black man that young, because, you know, our black men are in high demand to teach in the schools because, you know, we need that strong male figure in our schools that our minority younger men can look up to. So I was like, oh, cool, well, I hope he gets the job. I guess I don't know what's going on with it. So moving on, so that's the 3rd job offer. So those are the 3 teaching opportunities that were presented to me, and kind of either just, I don't know what happened, or somebody else took them. So let's talk about the job that I recently got. So a week and a half ago, well, actually, let's talk about throughout the semester. Oh, let me show you guys what I'm using now. So earlier in this semester, I have this colleague and acquaintance of mine that has been teaching for years. He's 10 years older than me. And he's been teaching and stuff, but he got his master's at Winthrop University, where I just graduated from. And so we went to college together for a little bit. And in his district, they had been looking for an elementary school music teacher, and he was asking me, if I was interested, or what I thought about teaching down there, or was I interested? And I said, yes, of course I'm interested. I need a job, so he recommended me to the elementary school principal, and so finally, after him going and seeing her, because being a principal is a hard job, being an administrator is a hard job. I don't think people realize like how much they have to do and what they do. It's not just, being in charge of the teachers at the school. There's more to it than that. So she's very busy, and she's focused on other things, and they have had a long-term sub in there. So, it wasn't really an immediate need to like contact me and see if I could come in for an interview. So finally, once she did get in contact with me, she's like, when can you come in for an interview? And I was like, I can come. I think it was like tomorrow when she interviewed me, or like in 2 days. It was really soon. I was like, I can come this Friday. And she was like, oh, okay, well, that'll be great. And so we set all that up, and I went down there to the school to interview. This school is 3 hours from where I currently live, a 3-hour drive. So I drive down there, total opposite part of the state. If you look up where Rock Hill is about 20-minute drive south of Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm almost in North Carolina, and now I'm driving 3 hours across the state to being almost in Georgia. I get to the school, and I look at the school. I'm like driving up to the school. First of all, I love the trees down in the low country. I think they're willow trees, but they have like these long, or Spanish moss trees maybe. They have like these long tendril vine thingies that hang down from them, and they're just beautiful trees. So I'm like driving through this really, really, really small town of Ridgeland, South Carolina, to get to the school. And I'm just like soaking in the beauty. I was like, this is just really pretty. So I was just happy, soaking it in. And then I finally get to the school. I'm like, wow, there's so many cars here. And so I'm like driving around a little bit trying to find a parking space. And I ended up parking on the grass, which there were other cars parked in the grass. So I'm going to assume that was okay. My car was still there when I left. But anyways, when I saw the school, I just felt like I just had a good feeling about when I just initially saw the school. So I go into the area before you can go into the office, because they have to buzz you in, of course, for security reasons. And the school I'm teaching at is attached to the high school, so it's an elementary school attached to a high school. And so if you go to the left, you're in the high school. The left office, you're going into the high school office. You go to the right, you're in the elementary school office. So I get there. First of all, I was running late because I had some stuff at Winthrop that I had to do that morning, and it went longer than I expected. So I got there a little bit late. And so I'm talking to the lady at the front desk, and she's like, oh, we're so excited that you're here. We really hope you get the position. She was just talking to me. And then another lady who works in the front office came out, and they were like just joking around. Like they weren't being, I don't want to say they were being unprofessional, but you could tell that they were like really good friends, and they were like real friends in like real life. They weren't just co-workers, and I just love that relationship that those two ladies had in the office. And they were like joking around and kidding with each other and just laughing and giggling and stuff. I'm just sitting there smiling at them and waiting, because like the bond that they had, I was like, well, this is how everybody at the school, works with each other and interacts with each other. Then I want to be a part of this group because they're fun, and you can tell that they like to have a good time, and that they really care for each other, beyond just being coworkers and having to get their work done at school. So, I have to wait a little while. She was in the cafeteria doing stuff. The principal, they had called her on the walkie. She was in the cafeteria doing some stuff. So I'm just in the office waiting, and then as I'm waiting, there's parents coming, picking up their kids early for whatever reasons and such. So I got to see some of the parents of the students, and then I got to see some of the younger kids, some of their little siblings and stuff. And this cute little girl came in there, and she like walked towards me. Of course, I'm an absolute stranger. I've never been to the school before. And she just walks up to me. She's just looking at me. And I think she said hi or something, and I was like, hi, she's so cute. She's probably like 3. And then she was really sweet, and then she sat on the carpet next to me, and she was with her grandma, and her grandma was just saying, oh, excuse the child, I was like, oh, it's fine, she's not bothering me at all. She's just, she was just sitting on the carpet being friendly, and she was just so cute. And then some other moms came in with, other parents and guardians came in with their children, and the children they just looked, I don't know, they just made me feel some type of way. Like, I need to be here. So then finally the principal comes. I interview with her and the vice principal, and that went well. They're going to ask me all these questions and stuff. I was slightly unprepared because I didn't have time to print my resume because I was already running late, and I meant to print my resume, my transcript, and my praxis scores so they could have it all like in their hands, hard copy. But I was running late, so I didn't have a chance to. So I had to kind of like explain and backtrack everything that's on my resume. My bad. Usually I'm more prepared, but like I said, I was running late. And just trying to figure out what else I want to do to my face. So I interviewed with them. That went great. That was fine. And we had a good conversation. There was some laughter. They asked me about, classroom discipline and stuff. How do I handle certain situations? Typical interview for a teacher. And after that, they asked me if I had any questions. I asked my questions, and and then I was like, could I see the room? And so it was really funny because like we're walking out of the office, and then the long-term sub in the music room like walks into the office, and she was like, oh, well, here's our long-term sub. So I got to meet her, and I got to meet the school nurse. I got to meet they took me in the media center, gave me like a small tour of the school, and I met the PE teacher, the art teacher, just met all these different people within this short amount of time. And it just felt like, this is about to sound so like stereotypical, but it felt like home. Like I was supposed to be there. Like I should be teaching there, and it just felt right. I felt like I was in the right place despite the school. I'm gonna tell you more about the school in a second. Despite all the challenges that I may have being a first-year teacher there. So this is from e.l.f. It's an eyeshadow called Enchanted. I'm using it as a highlight, but yeah, it just felt like I was supposed to be there. And I got to see the classroom that I'll be in. And, I've got a lot of work to do in between now and January 2nd. That's when school starts, and that's when I'll officially start teaching there. With just trying to get a few more decorations up in the room and whatnot, and planning lessons for the first week, and like talking to the other elementary school teacher in the district to figure out what they've been learning so I can kind of, transition smoothly from her lesson plans to developing my own lesson plans and continuing the curriculum that they have. But I have the support of my family and my church and all of my mentors and friends and colleagues and coworkers from my band jobs and all this. Like I have a lot of support to get this done, to be prepared on January 2nd. So that's why I'm moving out. I got half my parents already took a third of my stuff yesterday on graduation day. And my dad's coming back today with my sister, and we're going to take probably another third of stuff, and then there will be 1/3 of everything left. So 2/3 of stuff will be gone today. And so I've just been packing up everything and just trying to prepare for my trip to Portland as well. And yeah, it's just been crazy. But so I walked in the classroom, I looked at it, I saw it, I was like, I feel like I should be here. And so that interview was on Friday. Saturday, I got an email from the HR person saying that I've been recommended and that they would like to offer me the position, and I accepted. And then Monday night, so Friday interview, Saturday get offered the job. Monday they have to get it approved by the board of trustees, and Tuesday it was official. Tuesday of last week it was official. Today is Sunday, so I consider Sunday to be the first day of the week. So last week it was official Tuesday, and so it just all happened so fast, and it's like been a whirlwind, and now I have to move and just like get prepared for these students, and it's exciting, but it's also a little stressful. But I don't know, I'm still putting on highlight. I obviously have not enough. But it's just been an amazing past 2 weeks, and I'm just so thankful that God opened up this door, and that my coworker and friend, Mr. Edwards, recommended me for this position, and he gave me lots of information before I even considered going down there about the school and the district. So let me tell you about our district. I'm going to be going to teach in Jasper County, South Carolina. There's about 10,000 people that live in Jasper County, and there's about 3,000 to 4,000 students in Jasper County, K through 12. And like I said, my school is attached to the high school because we are such a small county. And the school I'll be at has 970 students in it. And I'll be teaching all 970 students because, as you guys know, with elementary school music teacher, you teach all of the students. It's not like band where you have a few students that's selected to sign up for the class. This elementary school means you teach all of the elementary schoolers. So I'll have 970 students. Because it is a small county, there is lots of poverty. My school is 100% free lunch. So we're going to have financial challenges. So I'm going to have to get really creative. And like I said, it's going to be challenging, but I know that my education from Winthrop University has prepared me, and I know that God will always be with me no matter what, and He will help me through this first semester of me teaching, and throughout my whole career in the next few years. Well, all of the years, but I mean, we'll see how this goes. I don't know how long I'm going to stay at the school, but I've already told my parents I plan to stay for at least 5 years. So we'll see. Who knows? I might end up staying here for my entire teaching career. Who knows? You know? And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at now. I was offered a teaching position in Jasper County, South Carolina, which is, let me tell you where it's located. So I already told you it's a small town, only 10,000 people. Small county, 10,000 people. It's off of I-95, and if I drive for 30 more minutes on I-95, I'll be in Savannah. So I'm 30 minutes from Savannah, right near Hilton Head, South Carolina, Beaufort, South Carolina, Bluffton, South Carolina. Down in that area. So I'm going further down than Charleston. So we got past Charleston, go down almost to Savannah, Georgia, is where I'm moving to. So I'm really excited to move to that area because, of course, it's beautiful and the weather's a little bit warmer than up here. And I really like Savannah. And then there's Savannah College of Art and Design, SCAD, right there. And I have friends that go to SCAD. And yeah, so it's just been an exciting time. It's just been like a whirlwind. So much has happened and has been going on. I really feel like I need to update you guys. So I have a full-time teaching position with benefits, praise God, right after graduating from college. That doesn't happen very often for December graduates. So that's kind of it for my update. Like I said, I've literally just been focused on school and college and teaching, and teaching my modeling classes, which now I have to quit that job, unfortunately. But I've just been focused on school, and that's where I've been. I've been trying to graduate. That's what I've been doing for these 3 months. And like I said, I do have videos from the time during that time, but I just haven't had time to actually upload them. So I'll be doing that probably while I'm in Portland. I'm going to take my laptop with me. And I'm going to see my high school best friend, Hannah, in Portland, and probably while she's at work, because I think she's going to have to work a little bit. She's an architect. While she's at work, I'll probably upload maybe 2 or 3 videos a day for a week, and I think that'll get me all caught up. You'll get to see kind of what was happening during the time that I have not uploaded. But that's pretty much it for my life update. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you guys. That's pretty much the big news. Is I'm officially a college graduate. I have a full-time teaching job. I'm going to be a elementary school music teacher, and I'm moving. So it may be a little while before I upload any more videos, like in real time, like within a week of when the actual video is recorded, because I'm going to be moving and focusing on teaching. But I plan to share a lot about the first week. I want to make a video probably about the first week and the first day and just how it's going, just letting you know how it's going, especially for those of you that watch my videos that might be considering being a teacher or an educator or studying music. I think you'll find those videos very helpful. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the update. I'm probably going to end the video here, and I'm going to continue doing my makeup. I'm not going to be doing a lot. So as you can see right now, I'm working on my brows. I'm probably not even going to put on eyeshadow, I don't think. I don't really want to, but I love the way this foundation looks. And then maybe just a lip color, because all I'm going to be doing is packing, moving, and I also need to go eat. I have not eaten yet. All I've been doing is eating like candy, and I had a bag of Funyuns and chocolate. Oh, I had some peanut butter crackers, but I need like a real meal. So I'm going to go try and do that before my dad and my sister get here. So yeah, if you want to see pictures of like my graduation photo shoot, basically if you want to see pictures from the past 3 months, they're all on my Instagram. All my social media stuff is down below. And I don't want to have this video be too long. It's already at 26 minutes. So, oh, also had my birthday. I turned 24. December has just been a crazy month, but it's been a month full of blessings and change and transition, and I'm just super happy, super thankful, and I'm just thankful for you guys' support. I'm at 1,888 subscribers, I think, which is crazy to me because I haven't really been making content, but my goal is to get to 2017 within the first half of 2017. So that's it from me. Let me know what other videos you want to see, and with that, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, YouTube.